Hey Void, sick of me yet? Yeah, I'm really got a backlog going here, and in fact, there's been a lot of things I've been meaning to record that I've watched relatively recently, and can't see myself watching again in the near future, so I might do kind of binges like this every once in a while to try to catch myself back up. So, on this next one, just finished rewatching a series that I've seen all the way through more than once, and probably will see again. It's one of those kind of comfort series that you turn to every once in a while. Now, I will preface this that I'm judging this purely on the work itself and not on the people involved, as after the series concluded, there was a whole snafu involving sexual assault allegations against one of the lead actors. I'm not going to be touching into any of that and on the people involved. I'm just discussing the work in question. So, I haven't really looked into the incident. I don't know too much about it, and it's not something I intend to look into. When in doubt, I'm just not keen and I don't prefer to support anything involving that, but, well, I already own the series and I enjoy it, so I'm still going to watch it once in a while. Okay. Leverage. 5 seasons of it. Now, Leverage did recently just get a revival, and when I do one of these reviews, I will be trying to review a series in its entirety. But since that's more of its own spin off rather than a direct thing, I will review that one separately when I get a chance to. So, Leverage revolves around a group of thieves and con men, pretty much striking back at the rich and powerful to help people who can't otherwise defend themselves. And it's a formulaic show, but it's an enjoyable formula. It's good to see the comeuppance happen. Even if you know it's coming, it's satisfying. And that's where I think Leverage is strongest, is it gives you the payouts that you want to see. So, it revolves around, the first series revolves around Nathan Ford's team, as he's the mastermind planner and essentially was an honest man before the events of the series pulled him in, leading a team of criminals to strike back at the rich and powerful. His team includes Elliot Spencer, a strongman hitter who's probably on every FBI watch list and is a one-man mercenary. Sophie Devereaux, a grifter and great con woman who can only act if it's on the job. Her stage personas are terrifying. Then Alec Hardison, played by Aldous Hodge, a very entertaining actor and is a great foil for Elliot as they go between muscle and mind. Their back and forths are some of my favorite moments of the series. And Parker never says if that's just the first or last name. Still unknown even after the end. A thief who's always been on her own and has definitely some social issues. And essentially, the series just is them striking back at the rich and powerful one after another. I mean, there's a bit of a plot arc over each season, usually as there's either a longer running con that they're involved in or are being hedged into a corner by some agency or other, but for the most part, the core is the con of the day, so rather than Monster of the Week, it's Con of the Week, as they have to steal increasingly ridiculous things to make their cons work. And yeah, it falls into the trope of it was the plan all along, more often than not, but again, I mentioned it's kind of a comfort series, so that's kind of the thing you expect and want in it. So for me, it's a series that's easy to just jump in at any point, watch a couple episodes of, and you're left satisfied. The characters are very strong in this, and that's really what makes it. Each of them are. It's hard to pick a favorite character in this because all of the main five are so damn strong. But for me, it's usually it bounces between Hardison and Elliot, just because especially if you put the two together, they are immensely entertaining, immensely funny, and it's always satisfying to see them either out hack or out punch whoever they're up against. I will say it's the level of technology that they work with is ridiculous and probably unrealistic, but that just kind of adds to the fun. The series is it's fun and it's trying to be, and it definitely succeeds. For me, I'm giving this one, I'd say 8 MacGuffins. It's there's some shaky moments along the way here or there, but for a series to run for a full 5 seasons and maintain the level of quality it did, it got out before it got too much, and I think it ends on a pretty good note. I don't. I've heard good things about the new version, but I just haven't had a chance to look into it since it isn't. I think it's on IMDb TV, which you can watch without a subscription to my knowledge, but it's one of those things that I just haven't synced up and watched yet. So I watch a lot of things. It's only so much time. But it is one that I would like to see as soon as possible, and I'm hoping it gets a physical release because that makes my life easier. I enjoy the physical media. Alright, so with a long-running series like this, there's only so much you can say because I'm not going to dissect every episode, and each season's plot, admittedly, just looking at the covers, I wouldn't be able to tell you which season is which plot. I don't know which one's the Nate Goes to Jail season versus the being manipulated by a different by an outside corporation to take down his enemies. But I don't think it's one of those things that I don't have to because each season it is quality still. I think this was a TNT original. I think I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. Does not conveniently say. But regardless, it's satisfying. That's all I can really say for Leverage. If you like con men getting then putting one over on the bad guys and being so damn snarky along the way, definitely check it out. I highly recommend Leverage. All right. I think that's the last one I'm going to do for today, as this is the 4th review I've put out in one day, which I think is a record for me. I still have a couple series on the back burner that I've watched, but just haven't gotten to reviewing. I'll fill those in as I go, but more than likely I'm going to watch another movie or two in the next couple days, and I'll probably be reviewing those first. Alright, until then, have a good day, everybody.